What's up, y'all? We back at it with another review, and this time we're gonna be talking about Death of a Unicorn. And right off the bat, I'm gonna have to let y'all know I enjoyed this movie. I know there's some people out there bashing it, but I had a fun time with this movie, and I feel like the reason people are bashing this movie is because it's labeled as a horror movie from A24. Now, for me, I look at this as more as a comedy than a horror, and I guess they probably consider it a comedy horror. But for me, the horror wasn't really there outside of some of the kills, but for the most part, it was a comedy. If you ask me, this movie was starring Jenna Ortega as well as Paul Rudd, and I want to say this movie was about 15 million to make, which is pretty cheap. I'm pretty sure, despite how everybody is talking about this movie, it's going to make its money and then some. A24, most of their movies are pretty low budget, in my opinion, compared to some of the bigger movies. There's like 100 million, 80 million, up in that price range. But I'm not going to spoil this movie for you guys in case you guys want to go see it for yourselves. I would just say it handles certain situations in a way where I think they would handle it in the real world. I'm going to just tell you, you probably saw this in the trailer. They accidentally kill a unicorn, and they find out that the unicorn, using this body, you can cure cancer. And the people are just thinking about all these type of ways that they can become rich off of selling this medicine to make money. And the way they go about it is something they would definitely do in the real world. The way they handle it is definitely how they will act in the real world. And I could see people who have lost family members to cancer or have cancer themselves, they might not rock with this movie because of how they handle these situations. But in my opinion, I feel like that's how it would be in the real world. So I can't fault them for being realistic in the movie. You know what I'm saying? I can't fault them on that. That's how people would definitely act. And you guys will have to see it to witness it for yourself. Like I said, I don't want to ruin it. But for me, the star of this movie, and I know it says Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega. Those are probably the names that stand out the most. But Will Portler, yo, oh my gosh, you just saw him on the screen. That dude is so hilarious, man. Like I always thought he was funny in The Millers, and then he was kind of Meet the Millers, and he was kind of funny a little bit in Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians 3. But like I really feel like this guy isn't given the props that he deserves. This kid is hilarious. Every scene he's in, I guarantee you will be laughing your ass off. Now, some people may not find this movie funny because it got like, I guess, that dry humor for most of the parts. But for me, I found it hilarious. I enjoyed the whole movie. The ending, I guess the last few minutes could have been a little different in my opinion. But for the most part, I would say this was a great watch. Something to go out on a date when you have nothing to do. Is it worth watching in theaters? I would say, yeah. I think it'll be a nice outing. Some people might say, wait for it for DVD, but I say, hey, check it out in theaters, and I think you'll enjoy yourself with this, man. I really do, man. I think everyone had a moment where they at least made you laugh one time. The movie wasn't too long, in my opinion. The only person I would say didn't really have that big of a change or that big of a role to me would be Jenna Ortega. She just felt a little like just a snotty kid who didn't get along with her father. When it comes to Paul Rudd, I feel like he was your average dad trying to win over the love of his daughter, but they kind of explain it to a way where you feel where he's coming from, and then you get a payoff for it at the end of the movie. So for him, I thought it was pretty cool. I liked his character. Like I said, Will Portler, I like his character as well. Everyone else did an okay job, pretty good job, but yeah. That's just pretty much the gist of it. Let me know your thoughts down below for those who have seen it, those who are planning to see it. And again, I will point out this is not a horror film. I mean, it has horror elements, but for the most part, I would consider this to be a comedy. But let me know your thoughts down below, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.